Good morning and welcome back. Yes, we're in the boat again.
Yeah.
Haven't been out.
We'd be in the boat most weekends.
Oh, yeah. But that's very true, but in the boat.
In the marina.
In the marina, yeah.
Yeah.
So the weather's just like meh at the moment.
It's just grey, horrible, cold.
I think actually it's because we had such a bit of an extended summer.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, and then it
quite
just went bang
mild
and it stopped.
And now it's freezing.
Yeah.
We could have gone out because our area is on white.
I only went yesterday though.
Yeah.
Or in the evening.
Yeah, we've had people visiting and then we're going out for
There's still
some lunch today.
Still some yellows upstream.
Yeah.
And we're down here, the white bit. But nah.
No. So, anyway, on the topic of it being cold is not always good for batteries, is it?
No.
No.
All my bones.
Oh, no, all my bones. So, today we're going to talk batteries.
Yeah.
So, some time ago, we did a video on how do you get electric on a canal boat, and Richard did a little talk about your batteries.
Yeah, batteries,
And how-
shore power,
Yep.
generators.
And how batteries are like a loaf of bread.
Lovely bit of solar that we've been getting this week. Not.
And it got us thinking, it's amazing how many boat owners we know that look at the percentage of their batteries and don't really know much about the voltage on batteries, and that actually watching your voltage is the key.
It is, well, but most people haven't even got percentage.
No, very true.
Because then you need extra equipment that the boats don't come with, so they haven't got a percentage reading to look at. But yeah, they just don't know, and all of a sudden their boat is dead.
Yeah.
The phone calls this, past month? Endless. What's going on with my boat? Nothing works. What's your voltage? 10. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, the voltage is key, because if you let your voltage keep dropping, then
Yeah,
your
you've got
batteries are
limits
toast.
to where you can go. Pretty much all boats come with your control panel, which is up there, and that has got a reading on it of your battery voltage.
Yeah.
Not a percent, it's voltage.
Yeah.
And you need to look at that every day.
Yeah. And what are the rules about voltage?
You're going down, so every time you're unplugged, if you're not in a marina, this is if you're not in a marina.
Yeah,
If you're plugged in a marina, then
It doesn't
you
matter.
don't worry about batteries and nothing. You just live your life and have an easy time. Yeah, it's stress-free. If you're not in a marina, you've got to look at battery voltage every day. All day. And panic, because you have to put that power back in. And 12.4, you need to start thinking. As soon as you start getting, and you hit 12.4, you've got to think, I need to start running an engine, a generator, or pray for the clouds to move, if you can do that.
For the solar.
Oh, and get some sun in there. And 12.3, now you need to panic. Yeah, and you need to do something instantly. Yeah, 12.2, and then you've got to run around screaming. Yeah. Yeah, 12.2, you need to be running out there and firing that engine up. And you're gonna have to leave it running for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
2 hours, hour and a half.
But we've met so many people that don't know that, and have just haven't watched their voltage and just let it
Just
get
drop
low and
and
low and
drop.
low,
Yeah.
and then wondering why all of a sudden they've got no power and why their batteries are no more.
Yeah, well, your inverter will cut off.
Yeah.
You'll hear it just beep, and then all of a sudden everything 230, 240 on the boat just dies.
Yeah.
TV's off, any lights that are on that system, boing, gone.
Gone. Yeah.
And a horrible screaming from under your steps as your inverter alarm's going off.
And the reason why we're thinking about this, well, you think about it all the time anyway, but our batteries are starting to...
They're starting to get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lead acid. They came with the boat, didn't they?
Yeah.
And what I'm finding, especially through work, is a boat that's a year old, and you wouldn't think it, the batteries are done. 1 year.
Yeah.
Terrible. But yeah, your battery's finished, and they're like, what can we do? It's like, replace them all.
Yeah.
And more or more expensive.
Yeah, but also if you're plugged into a marina and then you do want to go out for any lengths of time, your batteries do get lazy, don't they? When they're plugged into shore power.
They do get lazy. I think that's what a lot of ones I find is that situation where people have. It's either been in a marina for a year and then they've bought it and they're now liveaboard out on the river or canal, and all of a sudden the batteries can't handle it.
No.
They're like, nope, this isn't my lifestyle, and they just they're done.
So our own batteries are.
Yeah, they're getting
a bit frazzled, so we're going to
tired.
have to start thinking about some options.
Next year.
So we're currently plugged in, so you can see our voltage is really good. 13.3, 13.4,
It was-
13.5.
Yeah, it'll just stay like that, ticking away
Yeah.
forever. It's on charge only, our inverter.
There we go. So, I feel like this is a game show now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We have three options.
What's the brand?
Three options on batteries.
We have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more, but
Yeah.
no, it's only
So,
ruled out.
I'm going to give the title,
Oh no.
and then Richard can say something about it. Da-da.
Okay.
Okay? So, option number one, lead acid. Da-da.
Cheap. Next.
Okay.
No, that's what we've got on there now.
Yeah.
It's an easy option. We just take out the batteries we got, recycle them, and put 6 more in. It's the cheapest option. It's still not cheap.
No.
6 batteries, £105 a piece.
Don't last quite so long.
You only get a year warranty. Some people, they seem to last for a long time, but I think their lead acids are more expensive. You can go up to big lead acid batteries and they'll last you 10 years, but then they're not cheap.
No.
And they're really big and really heavy.
Yeah.
But for what we'd have in this, it'd be the cheapest option and the easiest option, but we might be 2 years down the line doing it again.
Option number two. Do-do-do. AGM.
Oh, bit of an upgrade. Absorbent gas mat technology, this is.
Oh,
Yeah,
who knows
that-
what it stands for?
Don't go into it. You go down that rabbit hole, you'll be there forever.
Yeah.
You might not ever come out.
No.
You'll be in a home.
Wow.
You will, and the next one's even worse.
Okay. There are 3 different types of AGMs.
There's cheap ones, and they range into sort of 3 categories. You don't really get offered them. That's the problem. You have to research yourself. And you'll look at the price and think, oh, that's not a bad price, but that'll be your option AGM 1, and that'll only give you a year's warranty. If you go all the way to option 3, that's lead carbon. They're the best ones, but they're quite expensive. And now you're talking charge profiles as well.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you can chuck them straight in, so they're direct replacements, but you have to set the rest of the boat up so the boat knows that it's on there and that you can charge them up properly.
Okay. Option number 3. Do-do-do. I've done this now, so I've got to carry it on.
Yeah,
Do-do-do. Lithium.
Drinking, I think. It's been sneaking that rum in your coffee, haven't you? Lithium, so yeah, now we're up into the heavens now. Lithium batteries, awesome. The trouble is they come with a lot of other problems as well. Really expensive. Instead of £100 a battery, they're £500 a battery. So if you need 6 of them, you've been really hurt. And charging them, you've got to be very careful charging them. Most of the time you can't go from alternator like we've got straight to the batteries. You have to put battery management systems in and all sorts.
And you have done quite extensive research
on
this, haven't you?
You'd have to put a lot of other kit into the boat. The other thing is though, 5-year warranty, and they last.
Yeah.
And you can use a lot of the battery. That goes back to how much of the battery is actually usable. But what we tend to think of them of as an easier one is 6 loaves of bread. Now you're only allowed to use half a loaf out of each bag, so you can only use 50%. So every time you switch a light on, you've taken a slice of bread out and chucking it away. That's the easiest way, isn't it? But of course, once you get to 50%, that's your lot. Yeah, if you go any lower, you can damage the battery. So you have to put energy back into the batteries and top up your loaves of bread. With a lithium, it is 80-90% of the battery you can use all the way down, and you can then charge it all the way back up really quick.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
So
But
it is a little bit of you get what you pay for, isn't it?
it is.
In terms of batteries.
Yeah, and as soon as you start going lithium, and then you start going lithium hybrids, that is a massive rabbit hole. That one. Yeah.
So, and I know there'll be people out there, because if you go on Facebook in any purchase group and you start talking about batteries, it literally causes an avalanche and a riot, and Facebook goes mental. So this is basically our research. You do know about batteries, don't you?
I know what we're doing, and I know what we will be doing.
So, but you know, this is
someone
our take on it.
Doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Oh my life.
It's a minefield.
Yeah. If you're in a marina, don't worry about it. Just stay plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're out on the river and you're living on it, I would go AGM as your next step, because they're pretty simple.
So, what are we planning to do?
Get a motorhome. Not allowed a motorhome.
No. So, you've been mulling over batteries, haven't you, for quite some time? Until literally he's gone, he's lost all his hair. Thinking about batteries.
If I had a motorhome, I'd still have a ponytail, probably.
So, you weren't sure, were you, what the mix of lithium to other batteries you can have, and alternators and one thing and another.
Oh, my life.
It is quite a minefield. But you think you've come up with the plan of what we want to do?
We're going to go lithium hybrid, but we're not going to explain that.
Oh, are we not? No?
No.
Okay.
Because everyone will go, Basically, we're going to have a big lithium battery, a monster lithium battery, and a lead acid battery, all in parallel, all through the alternator with different wiring. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will work.
Okay. And
but you can't find that system if you look for it.
Oh, really?
Well, you can read forever about it, but if you ask any shops, they'll go, oh.
Right.
Because you're mixing two battery technologies, and they say you shouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
But the profiles of the batteries are the same.
Oh, okay. And what will be our advantage then with?
We just run. It should run for ages.
Right.
It will last a lot longer, charge a lot quicker, and we can use more of the battery.
Right.
So instead of having this massive loaf and only using half, we can use almost all of it.
Yeah.
And they love solar.
Ah.
Lithium's like the solar, so we're going to have the bigger solar put on. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And they did maths for us, didn't they? One clever wizard that I know did all the maths about our boat. I don't know how he does it. He's a lunatic. I think he's a wizard. And he'd done it all, and he said we'd have to run our boat for 26 hours in a year.
Right.
That's it.
Oh.
To give us enough power for the year.
And that's obviously being off of shoreline.
That's off shoreline, living out on the river. We'd need to run the boat 26 hours through the winter in total, with the new solar that we're going to put on.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
No.
So we wouldn't experience that until next year anyway.
So Richard's got to start working really hard at work and start saving money.
Yeah, because the lithium battery is not cheap.
No. But sometime in the future, before we leave the marina, hopefully before we leave the marina.
Yeah. We'll have it all.
We'll
have that bit set up.
So when we get to that point, we will.
Once we've tested it, done everything, we'll show you what we did. Yeah, and we'll actually show you what it cost. It's expensive, but it's a 5-year game plan. So.
But if there's one
it'll probably work out all right.
Final thing that we can say to you, if you don't know about batteries, make sure you always check your voltage, and if it gets to 12.4, start thinking about whether you need start it up or turn on the generator or whatever other sources of
That's the one, If you go below 12.2, you're risking damaging, or you are actually damaging the batteries. And when you keep doing that, they'll work less and less. They'll store less energy every time it's done, to the point where you'll turn the boat off and you've got hours before the alarms are going off.
So treat them like a little row of babies, and you have to keep feeding them. And on that note...
Well, and keep them in the dark in the engine bay. You're going to get arrested. Welfare will be looking for you.
And on that note, if you liked this video, give us that cheeky little like. Hit that subscribe button and bing, the notification bell. And we are getting more crazy each week.
Cheers.
We'll see you
I want my
next
dinner.
time. Bye.
Bye.